everybody, it's me, Regina, and welcome back to my channel. And my son, here's my son. So today I will be talking about my favorite products that I used when I used to breastfeed. So just a little backstory, I breastfed exclusively since he was born up until 1 year and 4 months. I really fought hard for it, and one reason being it's quite expensive to buy formula each and every week. So I really fought for that, and also I believe that that is best for baby, but no shame in formula at all. Like, that was also an option for me, but I just really fought hard for it because of financial reasons being it number one. I just want to talk about the products that I like and what I used. So yeah, if you want me to talk about other stuff about breastfeeding, let me know in the comments below. I would be glad to. So the products that I'm going to talk about today, they are in no way in order, but just basically the items that I always went for and grabbed onto all the time. So the first one would be Haakaa silicone breast pump. So it came in this box. It still has a tissue paper. I got the one with the nice bottom here so it doesn't tip over, and it suctions onto the table if it's flat. And this one is 200 ml. That's 6 ounces. This helped me tons. It helped me with letdowns because that actually happens all the time. This is great to take with you if you get to breastfeed in private. And yeah, this is just such a good tool just for a letdown. And also, this sort of replaced my breast pump, electric breast pump, which I will talk about in another video with Haakaa versus breast pump. So let me know if that's something you'd like to know about. This is one of my favorites, super easy to clean, can be under high heat, which is actually right here, 250 Celsius, the maximum. So this can almost be baked and it won't melt. Very clean, super easy to use. I highly recommend this. So the next item that I'm going to talk about is the Medela. I forgot what it's called, but I'll put it right here. It's a single pump. The suction's very good, doesn't hurt. At first, if you're a new user, yes, it will hurt a bit because your body and your nipple, your skin just still needs to get used to it. So yeah, this was so good. It came with a neck strap, so I usually would go around the house. Sometimes I would have it on around my neck. But if you don't like it there, it also has a belt clip. So I would also sometimes hook that onto my waist on my pants when I do other things. But I usually hook it on the back so that it's out of the way when I get to do other things. What I like about it, it's so compact. I can take it with me, and I usually just have a small tiny bag. I don't have like a freaking luggage or a huge weekend bag whenever I go out and I have to pump. Though the only thing I don't like about it is that it takes so much time, because a whole session of pumping is about 20 to 30 minutes. So meaning I would have to do one boob 20 and another boob 20. So that's like a total of 40 to 50 minutes, 60 minutes. So that's such a hassle. So I would also recommend a double pump if you were gonna invest in a breast pump. But the only downside to it is if you have to carry a lot of things, but that's okay. The more important thing is that you get to feed your baby and also help others if you have extra. He's right here playing with the stuff. Yeah, that's one of the things I really like. The only thing I don't like about it is also I hate washing dishes. I had to wash and sanitize them quite frequently, and there's a lot of parts in connection to my breast pump. Since it's battery powered, it can also be plugged in, but what I like about it is since I can put batteries on it, it's perfect for on the go. So that means you have to have batteries. There's no particular brand, but if you must know, this is a Haakaa rechargeable AA battery. This helped me tons. So what I would do is I would charge this before I would head out. Make sure it's fully charged so that I don't have to worry about it. And this lasts about 2 or 3 maybe sessions of pumping. So that's about 3 hours of energy. If you want to be entirely sure that you won't run out of power, get 2 sets of these. So that would be a great backup in case you will be out the whole entire day and you really need to power up your pump. The next item I have is Lasinoh. I got this here, but basically it's lanolin cream. It's like an ointment, super heavy ointment. Think of petroleum jelly, but like 10 times heavier, and it's super moisturizing, and it's there. So this helped soothe cracks and pain when you would rub it on your nipples and your areola, and it really helps with cracked skin. And if it's irritated, I like that I can apply it after and before breastfeeding. You can actually put on your breast and you don't have to wash it in order for baby to latch. And it says right here, soothes and protects, no need to remove before breastfeeding. 100% natural and hypoallergenic, safe for mommy and baby. Not only that, I also sometimes use this with my lips because it's so moisturizing and it's like a lip mask. The consistency is almost like a lip mask. That's the closest thing I can give you. So just a sample. It's quite thick. It's there. It really sits on top of your skin. So it really protects and keeps the moisture in. It doesn't like disappear. See, when you spread it out, it's still there. It really just sits on top of your skin as a barrier to protect from what you need to be protected from. So yeah, this helped me also sometimes with milk blebs, or I forget, it's like a white spot where you get clogged milk ducts sometimes. Oh my god, that's another story. I had a lot of those and it was painful. I feel for you if you've been there. Now this doesn't really have a particular brand. I got this from my mother-in-law. She gave it to me because it wasn't really being used at home. It's a ice hot and cold pack. So this really helped me in terms of expressing milk, being able to pump more milk and stuff, because I would put in hot water and just help loosen up the lumps, because there can be buildups, there can be blockages, there can be milk blebs and everything. So, and if you're breastfeeding, I know you understand what I'm talking about. I always have this at hand at home when I need to pump, or while I have him latch and I pump, so I heat up the other breast, and this just helps a ton. And it feels nice when you get to loosen up those blocked ducts. Now next product is actually this blanket. It's like this. It's quite large. Oh, it still smells like his baby smell. I'm so glad it stayed. So it's actually a Swaddle blanket, it says right here. If you need to know the brand is Peekaboo, made with organic cotton. So you can see. So this fabric, it's very breathable. I know there's a lot of breastfeeding capes or protective cover. Those tend to be expensive for some, so I just wanted to be practical because, you know, I have so many things. You have so many things when you have a baby. So this is actually square. I would take this. I would tie it loosely on the back, double knot, just enough. And I would tie it around my neck. All this space, it even covers up to my back. When I breastfeed him, I'm covered. I can't see him, so I need 2 hands. So sometimes my husband will hold this neck part for me. I know there are breastfeeding capes that after I breastfed, for some reason, that's when I finally saw it. There's a breastfeeding cape. I don't know what brand it is, or I don't know where to find it. There's a type where there's a wire here, a lining of wires to where it holds it for you like this. So you can see your son or your baby latching, because sometimes you don't know how you're going to direct the baby and you need to fix their latch. You need to make sure they're comfortable. You need to see what you're doing. So yeah, this helped me a ton. This is so breathable. It helped me so much breastfeeding him outside, especially here in France. I'm just so lucky that there are a ton of benches here everywhere you go. There's benches everywhere. So whenever he would be fussy, me and my husband would just look for a bench or somewhere to sit on and have him breastfeed. Yes, and they don't judge here, so they don't really care. But I do know in the Philippines, in the malls, since you're at malls constantly, there are breastfeeding stations. Though the problem with that is there's probably only one in each mall, or maybe two, luckily. I am not updated anymore. It can be a bit of a walk. So what if your baby is so fussy and you have to walk 5 or 10 to 15 minutes just to get to that breastfeeding station? And guess what? What if it's full? I don't know the current situation is in the Philippines, but if it were me, I wouldn't care. So I would just find a place to sit and feed the baby. It really depends on your comfortable levels, on being open about it, but I just want to assure you that you are not doing anything wrong. You are feeding your child, and there is nothing distasteful about it. There is no malice towards it unless someone thinks of it, because I really believe that breastfeeding is a natural human thing to do. It's not something that's dirty. It's not something that the public has to accept. I mean, why does the public even have to accept it? You know what I mean? Like, it's natural. It's like, well, you get my point. Okay, so next item, actually I've shown this before in one of my videos for my makeup videos to dry out your eyeliner, but this time this was also my go-to breastfeeding tool. Why? Because in the summer it can get hot. So this is what I take with me going out. This is a going out type of product or tool that I bring, so that when I breastfeed him, sometimes my husband points the fan at him or for us, because it can get sweaty for the both of me and my son, because our skin is touching each other and it's summer and it's hot. It can be very uncomfortable and quite irritating at times. And so yeah, this is what we like to have. Sometimes I can hold it, sometimes my husband does it, and it just gives it a more breathable experience instead of you're like fanning your baby with the blanket or with the fan. So this is just more convenient to have since it's small, compact, and light. So the next thing I'm going to talk about, this is my last item that I like to use, but this is what I used only for the first 5 or 6 months of breastfeeding, where the letdown of the other boob when you're breastfeeding is quite heavy. So that's where the Haakaa goes in. But when you're out in public, it's not like you can always, have a extra Haakaa or something to catch the milk in. So you would need nipple pads. So this my mother-in-law made for me. This actually was much better than what I bought from stores and stuff, because some of them would just be pure fabric and does nothing. But my mother-in-law added like a plastic styrofoamy product on the other side, so when this would get soaked, my clothes won't get soaked, Then I would take it out, just put it in a bag that I bring with me, and that's it. So I would have about 6 pairs with me, and this was very cheap. She just made it out of like cotton like this, and this is what the plastic looks like, and I think this was something. Yeah, I think in between was like a noodle packet and then like some fabric that was very soft. I don't know. I will have to confirm with her. Nipple pads are very great. Make sure to find one that has a protective backing on it so that it doesn't go through your clothes, unless you want to go the more affordable route where you would just take face towels or handkerchiefs and use that while you are feeding, and then take it out when it's done and you put it in a bag. Make sure it's thick so that it happens. Okay, so that's all of the products that I used while I was breastfeeding. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that helped. I would like to talk more about my breastfeeding journey so that maybe I could help someone out, because I did go through struggles and I found a lot of solutions and hacks for it, so maybe I could help you out. Let me know if this is something you'd like. And here's my son. He just woke up from his nap. And thank you guys for sticking around and till the end. So I hope you guys have a good day. Stay healthy, eat well, and take care of yourself. I'll see you guys later. Bye.